Hello everybody, welcome. My name is Chris. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are a returning friend and my dear True Blue, thank you for your continued love and support. It means everything to me. And to all the new viewers, thanks for joining. I hope if you like it here, you'll do those YouTube-y things, like, subscribe, share, comment, etc. It'd be very much appreciated. So I am on a new endeavor on my YouTube channel. I want to give you a quick intro of who I am and what's been going on with me if you're new. So as I said, my name is Chris. This is generally a crafting channel. It's dedicated to the craft of diamond painting, as you can see them behind me here. And if you don't know what that is, you could also check them out on my other videos, which is basically, it's a paint by numbers concept, but only using little pieces of resin and rhinestones and stuff like that. It's very fun and interesting, so check it out if you like. Okay, so my journey through YouTube is kind of what I call newer. I really never messed around with YouTube until I started my channel 5 years ago, and I began watching diamond painting channels, and then I moved on to what I love most on YouTube and watch still more than anything is reaction videos. So I watch reaction videos to songs and TV shows and movies and stuff like that. Now, while I don't want to necessarily become a reactor, I did want to expand and do some sort of things with entertainment on my channel. And so I was never sure how to do it because I'm not a tech person. And so I didn't know how to do picture-in-picture stuff, or certainly not all that editing that needs to be done. So it's kind of just, I wasn't able to do it. However, I did find a way I can do it now without all that stuff. So I'm going to start my new adventure. And like I said, I hope you enjoy it. And basically, what is it going to be? It is going to be a tier and ranking videos. So you might have seen them on other platforms where the videos are generally shorter, like on TikTok or Instagram. They're getting more popular on YouTube, though. I have noticed more of them. And I'm going to be ranking and tiering songs from artists, TV shows, and episodes from TV shows. And I'm going to do brief little, probably my favorite movies kind of thing. And so if you've ever seen a tier or rank video, how it's going to work is this. I'm going to actually do kind of like a two-part, two-in-one sort of thing. So I'm going to do the tier video first, which is, you'll have, like, let's say mine will have 5 categories. You'll see later on, but a lot of people use, like, the top category is the God category. Means basically it's a perfect song, it's their favorite song. And then they'll have, like, let's say the third category might be like a skip category, or a middle, or just an okay category, it's just okay. And then the bottom category will be like, it could be a skip or I hate it, something like that. So that's how the tiers are going to work. And then the rankings are going to work is I'll rank my songs from best to worst, or worst to best, whatever I decide to do in that video. They won't be super long videos probably, but hopefully entertaining enough. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I'm going to be doing some specific artists, a few artists. I'm going to be doing Madonna, which is the artist you'll see today. I'm going to do Sarah Bareilles, Taylor Swift, the Glee cast, and the Spice Girls. Those are kind of my top artists as far as me knowing a lot of their albums and songs on the albums, that kind of thing. I'm kind of an eclectic person musically, so I like a lot from a little bit from a lot of people. So those are the artists I can really do. As far as TV stuff goes, I'm going to do stuff like The Golden Girls, Murder, She Wrote, Mama's Family, Designing Women, Poirot, Marple, shows like that. And the last thing I think I wanted to tell you, if I can remember, is that these are my opinions, of course. We all have different opinions. We all have different favorites. We all have different non-favorites, and that's okay. You can disagree with me. I don't mind you disagreeing with me. Just be respectful, like everybody always says. These aren't necessarily what I would consider, let's say, the best artistically, let's say. Because I think there is definitely a difference between what is best artistically and what's your favorite, So these are going to be my favorites. I generally, with how I feel about things, there's kind of a middle ground with them. There has to be usually some artistic merit to it, and plus it just happens to be something really I enjoy or I identify with. So that's kind of how it goes. I hope you enjoy the video and enjoy my journey with me. So thanks so much for watching, and please stay tuned. We're going to start out with Madonna, her debut album. So, oh, and there's one more thing. I wanted to ask you all. I was thinking of kind of doing a switch up and not just covering Madonna all at once. Originally, I was going to do that, but then I figured, you know what, that can get kind of stale and boring and one right after the other. So maybe I should do Madonna and another artist, or Madonna and then a TV show and then come back to her, you know. So let me know what you think. Should I do a mix-up, or I should just keep to Madonna? I think I'm going to do a mix-up of it. Now, it might take me a while because I kind of have started already with all the Madonna stuff. So you might get a couple of videos of her first, and then I'll move on to other ones as I'm in between. All right? So enough talking. Let's get to the ranking. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope you enjoy it. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, I hope you're all ready to join this new adventure and endeavor that I'm on. I hope you like and enjoy it. I hope I do too. So, our first one we're going to be doing is for Madonna, which is her debut album, self-titled Madonna, from 1983. And before I started, I just wanted to say, you know, as much as I like watching these kind of videos, the one thing that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit is people who kind of just gush about everything, and that's not going to be me. I'm not a gusher about everything. I don't think anybody's perfect. There are people who like whatever song they hear, whatever show they see, everything's perfect about it. They act like they cannot possibly say anything bad. No, there are songs that I don't like that you'll see in the bottom. There's songs that I love that you'll see in the top, and tons of stuff in the middle. So I'm very real about this stuff. Again, my favorites may not be your favorites. Your favorites may not be mine. It's okay. We all have different opinions, and that's a great thing. So, with that said, let's start. We're going to start out with the tier ranks, which these are the tiers that I named for the songs. I'm doing the best, the top of the top, God tier, if you will, is called Mount Olympus. Can't live without it. Then we go down to Loving It. And if you really think about it, I did use these 5 tiers. And you can think of it as a grading system as in school, like with the A, B, C, D, and F. That's kind of how I guess you could think about how this goes. Then there's average or mid, which is, you know, songs that are fine, that aren't bad, but they're not great. And that I don't mind listening to occasionally, but I won't necessarily go and search them out, you know? Skip, not my jam, but not necessarily bad, are songs that I don't really care for. That's not my thing. But it's also not necessarily bad song either. I understand why, you know, this person might have made it, or the show was made, or what, you know, whatever the subject is. But there's some value to it, but it's just not my thing. And finally, the Underworld. The Underworld is something that's just horrible, bad. Strike it from existence. It's just not good. And while you might love it, I'll say it's still bad. You know, that kind of thing. So, with all that said, and me explaining those tiers and the other things, let's get to it. Oops, I forgot to add my images. So I'm going to actually have to pause you and be right back. Sorry about that, guys. So I actually spent a lot of time on doing these images, the ones you'll see in the bottom, because I wanted to make them legible for me and you to see, and I kind of wrote them all in myself for all of these videos. So that's why if I decide to skip around and do other, whether it's a TV show next or another artist, you might get a couple of Madonna ones still in a row, because it'll take a while for me to do all this stuff. I don't know any other way to do it but manually and one by one. So anyways, That's just an FYI. Let's start out. So we're going to start out with, in no particular order, these are just happened to be the way I clicked on them when I added them in. We're going to start with Lucky Star. Lucky Star, just for me, honestly, happens to be, well, I won't say it now, but I got to give it away a little bit. But that's going to go into the skip, not my jam. Again, it's not a bad song. It's just not for me. I just think it's a little, for me, juvenile. I just, no. Yeah. Now think of me. That I rather like. And that I'm going to put up into mid or average. Again, it's something that I haven't listened to a whole lot, only because honestly 80s Madonna, outside of my favorites, is not songs I listen to a lot. But in doing this process for these videos, I actually really have gotten into Think of Me, and I really like her vocals on it. I like the actual music on it, and it's quite a good song. Now we'll go to Holiday. Again, this might be a surprise to people, but Holiday is going into my average mid category. It's a song that when it comes on, I'll definitely listen to. But it's not a song I love, and I know it's a huge classic Madonna song, but again, for me, it's a little bit lacking in more substance. It's very simple, which is fine, but I need a little bit more. The next one, I Know It. That's going to go down into my skip. Again, I don't hate the song. It's just not my thing. The vocal and the music in it is just not the best for me. Burning Up. However, Burning Up, now that's our first one going to love it. Love Burning Up. I could have swore there was a longer version, which I did not care for because of like too much instrumentals. But it's just a fabulous song, as well as Borderline. I'll say right now, before you even finish, 2 best songs on the album, Burning Up and Borderline. Just fantastic. Sorry about I'm getting messages. So I don't even know what to say. Burning Up to me is a very sexy song. It's a sexy song. I love it. Borderline's a very sweet, nice, romantic song, or crush kind of song. It's just love them. Everybody is going down into skip. Again, it's just juvenile. It's not a lot of substance there. It's not a bad song. It's just not for me. It doesn't offend my ears, but I just don't listen to it, and I don't care to listen to it. If it was on, I wouldn't go crazy, but not my jam. Sorry. And our final one, Physical Attraction. That's going... Oops. We're going to move that into mid as well. I, again, really enjoy the vocals and the music behind the vocals. Some of these songs have a little bit more of a rock sound, kind of an 80s rock sound, as opposed to just pure pop, which I actually do care for with her. I'm not a big rock person, but I do like some of that, and you could hear some of that on Burning Up and maybe a little bit on Physical Attraction. So that's my tier ranking of the songs. Nothing on this album is a Mount Olympus perfection song that I absolutely love and adore. And on the flip side, none of them are horrible, need to be stricken from the earth, just painfully bad either. So that's good. So to me, this is a very average album. It's a nice intro album to who Madonna is. and that's a good thing. So let's pop over to the rankings now of the songs. Again, these are just, I just put these up by randomly, and it just so happens when I put them up, Burning Up, and that happens just to go right into my number 1 spot. My favorite song on this album is Burning Up. Then I Know It. I'm going to put that in number 7 spot. Because, well, we'll get to it anyways. Then Everybody, I'm going to move to 6. Physical Attraction, I'll put it 4. Think of Me, I'm putting 3. Holiday can go in the middle at 5. Borderline, number 2. And Lucky Star for 8. So, those are my, sorry guys, of course I'm doing this, I'm getting messages through here. So those are my rankings of the songs. I adore Burning Up, as I said. I just think it's by far the best song on the album. Borderline's a very nice, sweet single. Think of Me has grown on me a lot. Physical Attraction's also great. And then we get down to the rest of them, which, again, are okay, just not my faves. So there we have it. Again, we could do a recap over here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I didn't have a lot to say about these because, again, I don't have visuals and I don't, these aren't my top songs. But it's more of a opinion kind of video where there's not tons to say. I'm not a musically inclined person. I can just tell you what I like, what I don't like, and I hope you enjoy it. Especially if you're a Madonna fan, you can compare it. If you're a fan, you can definitely compare. It's easier to compare to your personal list than if you're not necessarily a fan and you're like, I've never heard of Think of Me or Physical Attraction, so I don't know what you're talking about. You know, that kind of thing. But I still hope you enjoyed the video. I'm really excited about this new endeavor, and I have planned to do it for a while. So thanks for joining me. Until next time, please, everybody, be safe, be happy, stay safe, stay happy, and please comment below. Tell me all your thoughts. Bye, guys.